Welcome to Radio Fixer's channel. Subscribe for upcoming videos. In this video, I will show you how to repair missing portion of the Bakelite cabinet and what product to use and how to use them to get an outstanding result. Enjoy the video. You know, a few friends of mine, since I'm doing this YouTube for the last 3 years or so, they ask me how much money I'm making on the YouTube. I guess that's what they want to find out. I thought to show you this because what they ask, you might have that question as well. Of course, when I go to my channel, it shows how many subscribers. Of course, they, achieve that level. But the issue is this one, sitting around 3,400 hours watched, that you have to hit the 4,000 level per year to be able to start getting paid. Or you can have 10 million per year on shorts, they call it YouTube shorts. Of course, I have just 3 views on that. I have a long way to go. But as long as you achieve the first 2, then YouTube will start paying you. I thought if my friend asking that, you also have it back of your mind. Majority of the people that you see, they start YouTube and they stop. For the last 3 years or so, YouTube, put in a lot of advertising in every video of mine. Of course, they're not paying for it. I call them son of the beaches, they don't pay for it. But I'm pretty close. It's coming along. I organize all my videos on my channel so you'll be able to find them as easy as possible. Feel free to go here on the playlist, select playlist. All the playlists are listed here, and feel free to select any of them. Let's assume you select this one. Then they will all be listed here. By selecting this here, the video will play one after each other, so you don't need to track them down. Hopefully this can assist you. Enjoy the video. When you're working with broken Bakelite, be very careful. You wear, professional mask. Also work outside the house, away from the house, in open area. Since those days they make the Bakelite with some percentage of asbestos, so you don't breathe those dust when you're sanding the Bakelite. Okay folks, what I did here, I got my screwdriver. I went over the crack. I scratched it off like that. Like this, all the way. The reason I did that, I want when I use this Dremel, goes right over the line. Otherwise, it's so hard to control it. Hook this up to the variac, so adjust to control, low speed. Let me quickly explain why I'm using 2 different products. They're both JB welds. One, it takes 24 hours dry time, and this is for large missing parts because I need more time to set it correctly. And this is for the quick. This is a 6 minutes. I use this for cracks. If there's a crack, I want to hold on to those cracks until it get dry. So I just want to show you this. These are what I'm using, and hopefully it's going to help you as well. We're mixing this epoxy. Again, you want to make sure it mixed pretty well. Okay, we want to put the epoxy right here. No, I'm going to level it. And now I'm holding here the crack like that. Run my fingers so make sure there's no gap. I'm going to hold it until it dry. When I run my finger against it, it's pretty smooth. I'm just pressing the high area to level. Pretty smooth. You see inside is leveled very well. Since I cannot use this, to go here, this is too thick. And what I did, instead of this tool, I have this file, and I was like that. I went inside here, and like this. I have to take some of the material out so I can fill it up with epoxy as well. As you see, the crack is all the way to here. So I'm trying to fix that as well from inside, not outside. All right, let me work on that. And use this, they call them clamp, it's like a cloth type of clamp. Mixing some epoxy, and we're going to fill up that crack over there. This epoxy going to level itself. I'm going to clean up the extra one off. All right. Now we're going to let it set to dry. See? All right, this is 24 hours later. As you see, that has already totally dried. And I put this to support the radio so it can hold it together. So take this out. The only thing I'm doing, I'm releasing right here. Okay. Very smooth, but the crack is very smooth. Not today, but I'm going to focus to fill this area, to make this part. But my plan is to use this tinfoil as a glue in the back. Cut it to the piece. I'm going to put it over this cardboard like this. Then trying to wrap this around like that. Then fill up the area with epoxy. As you see, I took this outside and sand all this, take some out some piece. Remember, it was a straight cut, so the epoxy can actually stick to these parts, because if it's a straight like this, they're not going to work. So I work another Bakelite, but never missing this big piece. So let's see if this is going to work or not. All right. So the goal is the epoxy doesn't stick with aluminum that well, so I can remove the aluminum much easier. I'm taking all the bubbles out. It is totally straight. Okay. Now we want to put this here. All right, these are the product I'm going to use, JB Weld, and as epoxy. Add them together, then mix them very well, then fill up that area with it. But we have to make sure it is mixed very well. Otherwise, it's going to be sticky. It's not going to cure very well if you don't mix it well. This is not like your other one I used. The other one is a fast dry. This is a slow dry. You can make sure to read instruction when you're using all these products. Okay. We'll make sure to lay this and fill up every area. Okay, this is, I'm going to let it sit. As you see, it starts self-leveling. I might wait overnight and make sure it's totally cured. I will show you later. This is 24 hours later. Let's take this out and check to see what's going on here. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Fit perfect. And one thing good about this epoxy, you actually, after it's totally dry, you can sand it with the file. See, like that. Pretty smooth. So that's why I'm using this epoxy, because first, it's pretty strong. Second, also, you can sand it, paint it, do whatever you want to stain it. I'm cleaning all the extra epoxy, then I'm going to put another layer here. And this is the product, of course, I'm using. I'm going to put the second layer here, fill it up. Again, make sure to mix them really well, but don't take that much time because you want to lay in as quick as possible. The goal here is to make it as smooth as possible. Alright, that is fine. I'm going to let it dry. Mask tape the area I didn't want paint get to it. I took it outside the house, of course, and as you see, mask tape also inside. Remember, the damage area was here, and that already fixed, as you can tell. And spray just this area, not the complete radio. I didn't want to spray complete radio. Even it's black Bakelite, but I just want to show you how to repair the area that was damaged. So I put it in the attic area. It's set now for a long time, for several days. It passed. So what I'm doing now, I got the water. You know, the best thing to do this is outside the house, but I just want to show you the process that we are taking. So you get, you know, some water. This is just regular water. Put a couple of drops of soap in it, you know, just a couple of drops. Then you have to have a sandpaper. I'm going to start with, this is a 400. They call it wet sandpaper, wet and dry sandpaper. And 3M is a good product. So cut a small piece, and so you put it in the water like that, right? Then you just gently go to the area that you paint. Gently. You hear the noise? Those are overspray that is coming off. You see, like that? Very gentle. Again, put it in the water. You have to constantly make sure you soak it in the water, otherwise it's going to scratch all over the radio. So you do like this again. You hear the noise? See, here is more smooth. Again. And see the colors start now coming out inside the water. So you get a paper towel. Again, do this outside if you choose to. Okay, so have a paper towel handy. Then start becoming very smooth. So I'm going to do this with, start with 400, then gradually go to 1,000, and if you have up to 2,000, you're gonna sand it very gentle. So that's your goal. I'm gonna get the area to get overspray, because when you spray it, you don't want to mask the area because then it will show some line. You just want to gently spray I wish I show you how by spray just the damage area, all right? Then it's going to have a little overspray, and those overspray with sandpaper and water, you can actually remove those. But again, use if you like to start like 600 or 800. I'm doing this for a long time, so that's why I'm using 400. If this is your first time or so, start 800 and above. All right. So you can see. So this is oversprayed. You can soak it. Same concept. Look at the dirt that's coming out. Okay. See that? So you don't want to sand too much to take all the paint that you spray out. You want to sand enough to get it smooth, then you can buff it. So let me continue doing this. Here's remove the tape. See that? Again, this set for several days. You have to let it dry very well. And don't want to spray and sand it, you're going to get messed up. Just let it sit for several days. If you can wait a week or so, or put it in the attic to dry faster. See all this tape? I take it out. See, I taped the area that I didn't want to paint get to. And take time when you mask taping it. Take time, make sure everything is covered. Look here what I did. First I put masking tape, then I put that over it because I didn't want to overspray everywhere. I don't want that. Underneath I covered the area I'm going to leave this on where it has all those schematic. I don't want to mess that up. So inside sometimes you need to sand it, sometimes you don't. I might just leave it alone because it is very nice. If I sand it, then buff it, then the imperfection area will show. So the best is maybe leave inside alone. I'm just going to buff it up, okay? Because it look good. It's acceptable. It's exactly like that. When I buff inside the area, they're all going to look same. So I'm not going to sand it inside again because you don't want all the imperfection shows. As soon as you sand it, what's going to happen, it's going to be smooth like this, shiny. So any imperfection, any scratch, anything will show. So inside, I'm not going to do that. All right. I sand it complete the top and the side, as you can see, with 400, very lightly, and then 600, then 800. Now I'm at 1,000. See right here, it says 1,000. Again, this is wet and dry, 3M. And so you might ask why I add soap to the water. Of course, I change the water. Every time you change sandpaper, different grade, make sure to change the water, fresh water, and get a new paper towel. Don't use the old one. Because when you sand this, everything gets in the water and it might have scratched the radio. The reason I add soap to it, my brother used to be a paint and body shop, and he taught me this. If you add a couple of drops of hand soap in it, the sandpaper is going to run over the material much smoother. It's going to protect it from scratching it, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So we're going to use this 1,000 grade, again, like that. And now I'm going to go entire area to the top. I can go all the radio if I want to. This one, they make up to 2,000, but I think 1,000 is fine in this. You see, it doesn't make as much noise anymore. It's very gentle. Make sure every time you do this, get a paper towel, run over it. See? It turns a little dull. Don't worry about that. Again, don't do it too much to mess everything up. Just enough for be smooth. You see how smooth it is right now? You see, there's no imperfection at all. Everything is smooth. See that? Okay. So again, gentle like that everywhere. See how smooth it is now? Very, very smooth. The soap helps it for sandpaper move easier so you don't put any scratch, unnecessary scratch, right? Okay, that's all. You don't want to overdo it, right? Just enough for it to be smooth and little dull. See, like that. This is now it's going to be ready for next process. See, you hear it again, overspray. You can hear it. You do not want to sand inside, okay? Leave that alone. You can buff that, but not sand it. Here it has some overspray, so I'm going to sand that too. Already did with other grades sandpaper. You hear? What we're going to do now, after we sand it, as you saw, we're going to use this product, as you use all my radios. We're going to apply again gently. Before you use this on your radio, try to use it somewhere inside. Make sure it's not eating up the material. Again, this is the sandpaper as well, but it's liquid sandpaper. But it's very, very fine. So the way you apply, pretty simple. You get a small piece of paper towel. I apply a little bit on paper towel, not on the unit, on the paper towel like that. All right. Then you start rubbing it gentle. Don't be rough, just very gentle until all the noise goes away. Okay, just I'm going to show you one area for you to see what this product actually does. Go one direction, do not go this way and that way, one direction only. Okay, you see it takes some out as well, some of the color, because it's sandpaper again. Okay, I want to spend more time to do this, but I want to show you quickly how it is being done. Then I'm going to get clean paper towel, small piece, I'm going to go over it. See, start bringing shine to it. You see that? See how smooth it is. Look, very, very smooth. Cannot hear anything. Okay? All right. Then when this finish, we're gonna buff it up. So let's continue. See how much they took out. Again, we're using every grade of sandpaper. The purpose is to make this as glossy as possible. The rest, the haze, I'm going to use another product to remove all the haze. That's the haze area. See that? Not bad, huh? And let's do some inside where we repair. Let's see how shiny it is. I'm going to take some of those shine away. Just to match the rest of the interior, because in the inside is not as shiny. I can make it shiny, but you know, just trying to match it to other side. So you see, if you remember, I did not sand it. If you sand it with different grade, any imperfection will show. The best to do what I'm doing. You see that? Okay, it's looking good. You cannot tell this was broken at all. At all. I'm going to use these three products so you see the difference between them. This is the first one, of course. The second one is new finish. And the third one is a company that is American company, but you cannot find this product in the United States anymore. So I ordered it overseas. They still make them overseas. So I put a tape here, and I'm going to use this three up here so you can see the difference. Let's just start with the first one. I already shake them pretty well. So this is that side. Metal, we're going to use new finish. Dip the different paper towel. This is the metal section. And I didn't time them to see how much I'm polishing, how long I'm polishing. Okay, now let's use the third product. I try to use the same amount. So let's do it this side. Look at how much this one collects dust. So the first one, this is what the paper towel shows. I apologize, I didn't show it to you earlier. Didn't take that much dust out. The second one, new finished. See, it removed some of the whatever polish. The third one, it took a lot. So let's polish, then we will compare them. So this is the first one. And let's work on the second one. All right. Let's look at how much haze each of them they have. That's the first one. See under light. That's the second one. It's pretty hazy, you know, the new finish. This one has last haze. This is more haze. And this one, don't know if you can see it or not, it looks perfect. And that's why I use that product. It doesn't leave that much haze. I don't know if you can see it or not. They all work, you know, depends what type of shine you want to get, you know, from Bakelite. Now you know why I like to use this product. You see the difference? Anyway, let me take the tapes out. So I can polish the entire radio. This is after taking the tape off, you see? Without the wax. This is without the wax. This is with the wax. So that's why I'm using the wax. Let me finish this. When I ordered that overseas, it took over 40 days to get to US. But I used to buy it right here in the United States years ago, in 1990s. You could purchase them from distributors, and I don't know why they stopped making it here in the United States. See? Look how much stuff is taken out. And this is a quick, right? If you spend more time, of course, it's going to be much nicer. This is just to show you. Using this cloth. Again, just want to show you. Look at the shine. It's like a mirror. Let me show you this. See the reflection. The reflection of the product. Okay. Now you know why I'm using that product. I tried others and they're really good, but this is the last one, as I mentioned, is just unbelievable. Let me finish the cabinet. If you'd like to watch the complete restoration of this radio, I suggest go to my YouTube channel and look for how to repair Zenith clock radio, in which I walk you through step by step how to restore this radio. At this time, I want to take the opportunity and thank my subscribers with their uplifting comments. You always encourage me to upload more videos, since this is just a hobby of mine. Again, I appreciate you. Enjoy all these videos, and you all have an awesome day. Take care. If you're interested to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and you will be notified when new video being uploaded. You have a great day.